Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is our follow-up Friday day. There won't be any digitals today, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I'm just gathering up everything that's been going on this week and things to get caught up on, and just show you a few little things. So on Monday, I worked with Monday, or was it Tuesday? Might have been Tuesday. My days are just blurring into each other. On Tuesday, I worked with the Global Land dies, the set of roses, and then I couldn't come up with a name for these other flowers. But Joan of Arc journals, she said it looks like the wild rose, and she's right. It does look like a wild rose. So that's what I'm going with. That's what she's going with, and so those were the two sets of dies that I worked with. And you saw that I was playing around. I didn't give you a lot of content there because, it takes time to do some of this stuff. And I don't like to waste your time on camera, doing all these things when you get the idea pretty much yourself. But what I did is I cut them out and I saved the negatives. Because the negatives, when you trim out all of these little bits and pieces, they become great little frames, which is what I use them for. And I'll show you the die cuts here that I glued. So this one, I glued the background with what I call the shim paper, because I always put a piece of paper underneath the color I want to use. Only this way it for sure cuts through the original piece, and then sometimes you get to use the shim afterwards. So if you want to see a better understanding of what I mean by that, you'd have to go back and watch the Global Land review where I use these die cuts. So in this case, I used the book page shim that I had cut out. It came out pretty nice. I think there was one little spot, and I can't even find it. Maybe it's on the other one, where it broke off, but you really can't see it. And these really turn out so nice. Of course, I don't have a dark page to show you because I've cut everything out, right? So you'll just have to go with my hands. Let's see if I can do it on this file folder I have here. There. So that's what it looks like. And they're so pretty. And so here's one where I just did the brown on the bottom, and the cutout was kind of an orange piece of scrappy paper that I had, kind of a mottled orange look. So these are just going in my stash to use in the future. It's a little bit of a pain in the derriere to glue the first layer on, or the top layer on top of the first layer. But, with a little bit of patience and, a few blue words, it gets done. I'm being honest. But I do love this die. I absolutely love it. And so these are the offcuts, and I kept them to use as frames. So I will show you the finished pieces. So this is where I had put this lady underneath here. And so you can see that I've cut out the frame so that it doesn't have all those little pokey pieces. And then I used the actual die cuts to layer over top. Now this one, once I was done gluing everything, I did go back to my machine. I glued the paper on the back to have a nice finish, and then stitched around it and inked around it. But this is pretty much ready to go. I may embellish it further when I go to use these journal cards, but they really turned out so cute. Like this one was with the green roses. I used a combination of the prints and the roses, and then I just switched it out with whatever background I was using so that you get the contrast quite nicely. I was getting lazy, and I will admit it, and I was just slopping the glue down and then sticking these on top. And so there is a little bit of glue residue showing where you see the little bit of shiny. Here's where it's really bad. But you know what? I will further enhance this. I might go over it with maybe some gesso or something to tone it down a little bit and get rid of that shine. But they're hard to glue down. They do take time to glue down. So this one you can really see it. This one you can see it, but the paper really lends to it, so it gives it that rusty look. So I think what I'll do on both of these is another thought, is that I could go around and just do the whole thing and give it that sheen, maybe a little bit of Mod Podge or something as an alternative. But I actually like it on this one, but I think I will go back and fill that in, because this is kind of a rusty type of paper, so it lends to having that shine on it. But yeah, so if you have patience to glue them down, it works much better. But yeah, I will go back and finish them up a little bit better. This one I turned out really nice. I love the contrasting colors here. I used a little bit of the shim color, and then I used the orange on this polka dot background. So each one of these, you know, if I cut out the polka dot one, it got used on one of the other ones and vice versa. So it just allowed me to have a good mixture. But it's another way to use up all of the scraps, so that you aren't wasting this paper. You know, it's beautiful paper, and why not use it, right? And so when I was doing these, I had used a guest book paper, and it was quite, like, I'll just show you with one of these here. It was quite large in that I think it went this, well, it probably went this way, sort of. Upside down here. So it was quite wide of a paper, and then it would have had a little piece on the end here like this. And so I trimmed them down. After everything was glued down and put together, I trimmed them all down. But I kept these because they look like little belly bands or bookmarks, or I can enhance this further by putting a little tab on the top to make like a tag. So they're cute little pieces that I can use to further create with. And I will probably leave them sitting, although I really like that one. I will probably leave them sitting until I have a project to work on. But I don't like to waste, so I always try to think of ways that I can reuse and repurpose this. And so even though it didn't go to the full end of the page when I was backing it, I still have the backside here that it can be written on, or belly bands, or tuck spots or something, because this could be stitched right onto a book page and just used as a tuck to tuck something under, and I can further embellish it with some lace or trim. So that was just to show you that. Get that out of the way. And then the next thing I want to talk about is next week's digitals. I didn't have enough time to finish off the digitals I had started before I left. Because I'd given you a big bunch, and I said, they'll have to last you until I get back. And so I've gone right into full video and creative mode now, and I'm working on them, and I should have them finished in time for next Friday. So the only thing I will tell you about them, and we can have a little bit of fun with this if you want to play a guessing game. The only thing I will tell you is when you see these digitals, you'll want to have some file folders cut down to 8.5 by 11 to run through your printer. So yeah, if you want to take a wild guess as to what we're going to be making with this, let's have some fun. Let's see if you can figure out what's in my mind. And also I always keep these little end things, because sometimes you need a tab or you need a little bit, and it could turn into something like these, right? You never know. So, yeah, make yourself some 8.5 by 11 manila sheets, whether you use manila file folders, or maybe you've got some cardstock and some very light colored, very neutral colors that can be printed on. And yes, leave a comment below if you've got a guess as to what this is going to be and what we're going to be printing on these things, because we're going to have some fun next week with whatever we print on here. So that's that little tidbit. I do want to touch on a few things. Jean's Gems, my friend Jean, the link will be below. She is getting very close to getting her 1,000 subscribers. So please, let's show Jean some love. If you aren't subscribed to her channel, now's the chance to do it. And make sure you leave comments and likes. And she will probably be offering a giveaway of some kind. So be sure to watch for that video. That's another reason you want to subscribe now, because when she does start her campaign for her giveaway, you want to be in the know and get in on there right away. I was going to do, wait, one more thing. Okay, then there's Hazel's also. Hazel Anakah is also getting close to her 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you're not subscribed to her channel, go subscribe. Do be sure to leave comments and like some of her videos, and keep an eye out for whenever she's going to have a giveaway, because these girls are getting close, and so they're going to start hyping it up, and you're going to want to comment on those videos and share them and do all kinds of fun things and be a subscriber. So speaking of likes and shares and all that kind of stuff, if you could, I would really appreciate that you would like my videos when you watch them, and give me the thumbs up, and wherever you can, if you can share them, or certainly share my giveaway draw video wherever you can. It's all about networking and working together and keeping our numbers up, and this way it's inspires me to do more for you. So please give me the likes and the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. So I was going to do the draw for my 4,000 subscribers today, but then I would have had to set up another camera and show you it live, because that's what I like to do. So instead, we're going to do it on Sunday. And it's kind of a nice way to end the week, right? Or start the week. So Sunday, stay tuned. That will be my 4,000 subscriber draw. And we are going to start by giving away some digital subscriptions for a year. And if you are already a member of my coffee site as a subscribing member that's paying the monthly $3 a month, if I should pull your name, you will get a box of stuff sent out to you. So there again, I'm just showing you guys that being a member at $3 a month is really starting to pay off for my members. They're starting to see. Not only that, once you've been with me for a year, you get access to even more digitals that are not available online. You get access to all the archives and just different stuff that I will be putting up on a continuous basis. So once you've been with me for a year, that's automatic. You just contact me and I will send you the invite. I'm not going hunting for you, so you do have to do it yourself. You do have to contact me after 1 year. And it doesn't even have to be a 1 year. It just has to be the 1 year month. So if it's the first of the month and this is the month that you signed up, even if it was the 28th of the month, doesn't matter. You're automatically into the archives. So that's another bonus for members. And also members get $3 off every shipping purchase that they make from my products. So if they purchase something, the shipping is $9 through Canada and United States, and they automatically get a $3 discount on, and they can purchase 5 times that month. And still get $3 off each of those purchases because they are a member. So in the end, it ends up costing you nothing if you are buying stuff and offsetting the cost of the subscription. So just to tell you that, and then there is a new group. I have a new group that I have the links down below here, and it is Thrifty Canucks. I've really noticed a lot of people who leave comments that say, oh yeah, I was at that Altona thrift shop that you were at, Kim, and I bought such and such. Or somebody in BC is talking about a thrift shop that they go to and they got this fancy lace. So I thought having a Thrifty Canucks group, yes, it's Canadian, but if you're American, you can still join, or from anywhere else around the world, you can still join. But we really want to leave the posting part of it to Canadians, and that's just so that other Canadians can come along and say, "Oh, well, okay, there's a value village in this town that I haven't been to before, so I can go there." Or there's a thrift shop I didn't know opened up. For example, some people were asking me, where are the 5 thrift shops in Steinbach? I don't know where all 5 of them. We only went to 3 of them, but apparently there's 2 more that we haven't been to yet. So we can share that information and, show off a little bit of the different things that we buy. And, it's Canadian content first. It is a public group. There is no, with me, I like all my groups to be open. And so you are free to post your items that you've found and show them off. You're also free to sell the items that you found and show them off through the site, and link your videos. And that's so, again, you will get more awareness to your channel, and you're using the hashtag Thrifty Canucks, and it's all networking for all of us to showcase our products and showcase what we found. And I love not only just finding the thrifting items and showing you what I found, I love showing you the prices because sometimes they're just so crazy. And then I love to show you things that you can do with it, or tell you things that you can do with it. So it's just another place to gather and to be able to share with like-minded people and to showcase. And maybe you aren't a junk journaler, so maybe you're not thrifting to collect for junk journals. Maybe you thrift to find treasures that you sell in your Etsy shop, or maybe you have an antique store that you sell at, or maybe you have a booth at an antique store that you want to share those wares. It's all about being thrifty and being Canadian, and so the title is Thrifty Canucks. So just to tell you that, and so yeah, if you want to join us, the link is below for the Facebook group, and then you can join the group and start posting if you're a Canadian, and start lurking and watching if you're not Canadian. Another thing to tell you about is Happymail. I have somebody, and I haven't answered her yet, that has contacted me through my messages on YouTube. I will get to her later today. But she wants to join the collaboration. And then I have another girl named Susan Dunn, and I think she goes by Sue. And I will leave her address is below in here. And her address will also be on my personal Happymail videos, because she doesn't have a YouTube channel and she wants to participate. She's got lots of stuff that she wants to share and trade with people in Happymail. And I've already got 2 envelopes from her, and wow, it was fun. She's put some very interesting things in the envelopes, and she's a very creative person. And so why not? She can certainly join us and be part of the Happymail collaboration. So her link is below in this box if you want to start sending her Happymail, and she will send one back to you just like the rest of us. And you will also find her link on all of my Happymail descriptions. I list everybody, but I will put her address on there. She's totally fine with that, so I will list her address right on the description. So that's that one. Hi, Sue. Got it all done. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is I dropped off my mail today at the post office, the ones that I opened the other day, and I got them all done yesterday and dropped them off at the post office, and I had 9 more. Yay! I love it. I absolutely love it. I never get tired of it. It makes me happy, makes me smile. I love all the creativeness, and there's so much to share and learn just by looking at the Happymail and seeing some of the things that people make. But because I get so many now, I've had to figure out ways to streamline my methods of envelope making. And so I have, because, folding and gluing and then sewing, it just got to be too much time creating the envelope part of it. So I'm doing a little cheat, but my envelopes are still handmade. So I've started to use cardstock weight scrapbook paper, and I'm using the papers that I'm really not fond of, because this is the inside of my envelope. And then on the outside of the envelope is where I have, I've printed a nicer image. So it is, kind of collaged look. And then I have my information on there. So I'm not taking time to put a sticker on and print stickers. And so this is all ready to go. And the only thing I do now is I fold it in half. And this was cut down to 8.5 by 11. So I end up with all of these offcuts here. And so I fold it in half. And I don't even trim these sides off. because I take my washi tape. And it doesn't have to be washi tape. I was thinking about that as well. I may cut out that it's no longer washi tape and instead just use scrapbook papers. So I'm going to just show you what I'm doing. So I do the washi tape along the side. So I don't even glue the envelope anymore. And then wrap it around. I'm just using this to... And then I take this to my sewing machine. I do both sides and I stitch it along the side. And if you've noticed, there is no flap here on the top. Like there's no flap to fold over or inside. And the reason for that is it's just extra weight. It's extra weight. And so by doing it this way, I can put a few more things in, still keep it flat. It's a good size envelope. So things can be spread out a little bit further. And I can put a few more things inside and my envelopes are done pretty quick. So I put the washi tape on both sides, or you could use scrapbook paper cut, to strips and glue it if you don't want to use double-sided tape or anything like that. Double-sided tape doesn't go through the sewing machine that well. But you can glue it, and this just gives you a nice smooth edge that you don't have to worry about it catching on those machines as they go through. So I stitch it down the side on the washi tape. My sewing machine takes very well to washi tape. I do every once in a while go and clean it off if it gets a little bit gummy, but most of the time it's pretty good. So this is now ready. It's ready to go, and all I have to do is fill it, put your address on, and then I sew it, put the washi tape across the top. I don't want to do that now, but I put it across the top, stitch across, and stamp, and it's gone. So that is my process now. So no more flaps, no more top flap. I just find it easy enough to just fold the paper in half and take it that way. I was decorating the insides and putting pockets on the inside. I stopped that because the weight was costing me too much money to mail them. So I'm still trying to stay within that one stamp. In Canada, it's just the I think it's like $1 or $1.07 or something. And then to send to United States is $1.30. So easy peasy and fun. So I have a bunch of envelopes here ready to be folded up. In fact, I think there's 12. So I'm a little bit ahead of the game. So I get to work on those this afternoon and get them ready to put my next Happy Mails into. So that's all I wanted to share with you, except that I do have these offcuts from cutting down to make my 8.5 by 11 sheets. Ooh. Slippery little thing. And so I'm just going to fold this in half. So you're getting a few little mini tutorials here. Not that you haven't seen this before. But it's either, I can use it to make a little notepad, or I can cut the corners and make a tag, a hanging tag that hangs over the edge of my journal page. If you like to make sure your corners match the same. I don't usually, but for the sake of this video, I will do it. So you can turn it into a hanging tag that hangs over your page. It's ready to go. I mean, I wouldn't even bother to change this up unless maybe I did a little light collage on there or something. I make collage on the front of these to make them fun. But yeah, ready to go, and a great way to use those scraps that are left over. So I'm going to finish that today too. Tomorrow is Arm's Length Art. Saturday. My project tomorrow is to work on these recycled envelopes. So I'm probably going to make some pockets. I might do some belly bands and some other things with them as well. I don't care about the window, but I will show you all of that tomorrow as I get started with that. So that's my project. I have a whole stack of these. Picked these up at the mailbox this time. She had leftovers, and so I was able to get some of these. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I will start probably around 10 a.m. and go to about 3 or 4 for Saturday. And so, yeah, if you want to play along with me, I will at the end of the day do a follow-up of whatever it is I made and show you what I've got done. And I will make a draw for some of the participants who have been playing by themselves without me on Crafting with Eyes Wide Open or the Bohemian Artisans. So, yeah, if you are playing on Saturday, even if I'm not there, just show us what you're making. Show us the finished products or whatever. And yeah, I'm going to have a little draw for every week. So I have to go back and view who participated. I will do that either tonight or tomorrow morning. And yeah, there will be a draw at the end of tomorrow for the follow-up at the end of my day where I show you what I finished working on. So if you want to play along, I will see you tomorrow. So tomorrow is Arm's Length Art. Sunday will be the draw for the 4,000 subscribers. Yay! This is exciting. We're already at 4,100, so there's actually going to be an extra little draw. And then Monday will be Global Land Review. Tuesday will be Techniques Tuesday. So we are rolling right in. So it's nonstop fun. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel before, please subscribe. And also give me some thumbs up and some likes and some comments because, that inspires me right back. So yeah, as much as you can, wherever you can, it helps all of our channels. So visit Hazel, visit Jean, like us all, thumbs up us all, and you know the drill. I wish you all a very creative weekend. It is Friday. Yay. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.